So as you make your way down onto your back, take a moment to get comfortable. Find just the right spot for your bones to rest on the earth so you can relax. And then we'll begin to release the low back by bending the knees and bringing the soles of the feet to the floor with a soft bend in the knees so that you feel your low back relax down toward the earth. In this position, the hip flexors, also known as the psoas muscles, are in a relaxed state so that they can lengthen and release. Send your awareness into your body. See if you can be in the whole body all at once and feel what is showing up in the body as you begin your practice. Not as a way to judge or criticize, simply as a way of tuning in. Then turn your attention to your breath. First, notice that you're breathing. Then begin to move into the 3-part breath as you inhale through the nose, expand the belly up through the ribs into the chest. Exhale through the nose and empty out from the top to the bottom. Inhale through the nose, expand the belly up through the ribs and into the chest. Exhale through the nose and empty out top to bottom. Go at your own pace. And as you continue, see if you can feel yourself expanding in all directions as you inhale, so that the rib cage in the back of your body and into the sides of your body expands. As you continue to breathe, with each exhale, see if you can feel your low back descending toward the earth, dropping down, letting go. Take 3 more breaths just like that. Then let your breath come back to rest and draw the right knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers over the knee or behind the knee. And then extend the left leg straight up until the sole of the foot faces the sky. Point and flex the left toes to open the back of the left leg. And come back to stillness as you root out through the left heel. Breathe the right knee into the hands. Exhale, lower the left leg slowly to your mat. Then draw the left knee into the chest and interlace the fingers over the left knee or behind the knee. And extend the right leg straight up. Point and flex the right toes to open the back of the right leg. Come back to stillness. Press out through the right heel. Inhale the left knee into the hands. Exhale, lower the right leg down to the mat. Then draw your right knee back into your chest so both knees are up in the chest. And then cross the right knee over the left one so the knees are stacked. Imagine you're sitting in a chair and you just crossed your right leg over your left one. Then interlace your fingers behind the left thigh and draw the knees toward the body. You may feel already a stretch into the right hip. If you feel like you'd like a deeper stretch, you can walk your hands out onto your ankles and lift the feet up so the shins are parallel to the floor. This is called supine cow face pose, Supta Gomukhasana. If you feel like you could go even deeper, grab the outside edges of the feet. Again, keeping the shins so they aren't higher than parallel to the floor. And notice wherever you feel that sensation of stretch, send your breath there. Release your feet from your legs, uncross the knees and switch. So the left knee goes over the right one. Interlace the fingers behind the right thigh as you draw the knees into the body. You might stop here, feeling a nice stretch already, or you could go deeper by grabbing the shins and lifting the shins so they're parallel to the floor. Or you might go even deeper by grabbing the outside edges of the feet. Send the breath to wherever you feel the stretch. Use the breath to relax. Let the tissues lengthen and soften. Release your hands from your legs, uncross the knees, and roll over onto your right side. Now we're going to open up the low back. Bring your right arm underneath your head to support the head, or if that's uncomfortable on your shoulder, you could support the head with a blanket or a pillow or even a block, and extend the right arm out in front of you. Imagine you're lying against a wall, a straight wall, so the hips and shoulders are on the same line, and the wall's preventing you from tipping backwards, so the shoulders are stacked. Then bend the knees and the hips at 90 degrees, like you're sitting in a chair. Bring the left hand onto the top of the head. As you inhale, lift the feet off the floor and the head off the pillow or your arm. The knees stay together, feet stay together, and the right knee is on the floor. Slowly and gently put yourself back down, like you're putting a baby down in its crib. Do that 2 more times, releasing the deep muscles of the low back called the QL, the quadratus lumborum. 1 more. Then roll onto your back and pause for a moment, seeing if you can detect a slight difference side to side. Then roll onto your left side. Use the arm or a pillow to support the head, stack the shoulders, stack the hips, and then bend the knees and the hips at 90 degrees. Right hand comes to the top of the head. Inhale to lift the feet and lift the head together. And slowly lower down. Do that 2 more times. And if you feel like you're using your neck a lot to lift. Instead, focus on lifting from the side body, which is what we're trying to activate. So underneath the armpit along the rib cage. Do one more. And then roll onto your back. See if you can tell a difference. Then roll onto either side and press yourself to a seated position. Start by sitting with your legs right out in front of you, so legs are extended. And if you feel like someone is pulling you from your low back down into a hunch, sit on the edge of a blanket or a cushion. That will help tilt the pelvis forward and allow you to sit with less effort. Now draw your right heel into the body. Bring the sole of the right foot up against the left thigh. Draw your left toes toward the body. Inhale to lengthen the spine up. Exhale and begin to bow forward over the front thigh. See if you can lengthen first and then round. Notice how far you go the first time. Then inhale to rise back up. Press the top of the head up to lengthen the spine. Exhale to bow forward, lengthening first and then rounding. Do that one more time. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to bow forward. This time come to stillness, hovering over the left leg. If you find yourself reaching for the foot and pulling, I invite you to back off, bring your hands to wherever they might land on the floor. Focus on lengthening from the hips, pulling up from the waist, maybe drawing the belly up and in to create space to get more distance that way. And breathe a few more breaths here in Janu Sirshasana, head to knee pose. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale the left leg out in front of you and draw the left heel into the body, bringing the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Draw your right toes towards your body. Inhale to lengthen the spine up. Exhale to bow forward, lengthening first and then rounding. Inhale to rise back up. Lengthen through the top of the head. Exhale and bow forward. One more time. This time, as you come forward, come to stillness. You might draw your belly up and in to move your guts out of the way so you can bow a little deeper. Janu Sirshasana, head to knee pose. Take a couple more breaths. Opening the backs of the legs and the hips here. Inhale to rise back up. Extend your left leg out in front of you and then shake out the legs by windshield wipering the feet.